Hey friends, welcome back to our channel and welcome if you're new. I'm Angie and I enjoy sharing different projects we have going on around our home. As we start having the cooler mornings and the cooler evenings, our camellia bushes have started to bloom. They have lots of buds, and I'll be sure to share with you the whole tree when it's in full bloom. It is so beautiful and it is one of my favorite times of the year. We also have lots of leaves starting to fall. We have big oak trees all around our home, and with that comes lots of leaves. But we also have lots of acorns. I usually gather these up every year and display them in a bowl. You could make garlands out of these. There's so many fun things that you can do with acorns. And I've wanted to craft with these for a while. And so I just went around our yard and picked up some of my favorites. Some of these are huge. And so I just picked up different ones. They haven't quite turned yet, but I think that if you just gather them up and wait a few weeks, they will turn that beautiful brown color. You could also bake them, and that makes them turn that color quicker. And you also probably want to bake them because they do have little worms in them. But today we're going to be crafting with these, with the tops of these acorns. And we are going to be making these beautiful felted acorns. You could do any color that you wanted, but these will work through fall, Christmas, and the winter months. So let's get started and share with you how to do this easy craft. Just to give you a disclaimer before we get started, this is the first time that I've ever worked with felted wool, and I can honestly say that I am addicted to this new craft, and I'm looking around for other things to make. I ran out to Hobby Lobby and got my supplies. They're very inexpensive to start, and just was excited to learn this new craft. I just watched a few YouTube videos, and I caught on very quickly. So the first thing that I got was some wool. Now you can buy this online and you can buy these felted wool balls already made. But I wanted them to be the shape of an acorn and I wanted them to be specific colors. So I just went ahead and tried out this craft of felting wool, and it is so much fun and it's very relaxing. But I picked out these muted colors because I'm going to use these through Christmas. And then I picked out some felting needles, and I also got a felting pad. It's just a piece of styrofoam that you need as you poke the needle through. And this pad also came with needles. And then I got the finger protectors because trust me, you will poke your fingers with this. And then I've got my acorn tops ready to go. And I'm pretty sure you can buy these on Etsy too. I'll link all the supplies that I used in the description box below for you to make it a little easier. To start, you want to have your felting pad and your needle ready, and grab the wool that you want to use and just tear off a small piece. And this is just kind of trial and error to find out what size you need. Just measure it to the size of your acorn cap. And then after you have the wool, just roll it around in your hands for a few seconds to make a ball. And then put on your finger protectors because I poked myself so many times with this and it hurts. So make sure you wear the finger protectors. And then you just take your felting needle and you just poke it into the wool, making the shape that you desire. So I'm just making mine into a circle, and the YouTube videos that I saw, the felters, they just really did this quick. But that is a learning curve, and so I just took it easy and just poke your needle into the wool, making sure you turn the felting pad so that your shape will be even and that you get all of the wool meshed together. And when you felt wool, what this does with the needle is it just makes the fiber smaller, and it just kind of meshes them all together so that you can make a shape. It's a really cool process, and there are so many different shapes that you can make with this. Just keep going around and pushing your needle into your wool, and then when you get it to where you think you want it, just roll it around in your fingers to give it more of a shape. Mine's not quite where I want it yet, and so I put it back on my felting pad and poked it again with the needle. And I just did this. This probably took me about 2 minutes for each little shape. This craft is not difficult at all. In fact, it was very relaxing to me. I think it was the sound of the felting wool and just the process of it. It is a really cool process, just watching this wool take shape. And then after you are pretty satisfied with the shape, I wanted it to be more of an oval shape, so I took the wool and just rubbed it in my hands and just kind of flattened it out just a little bit to give it that oval shape, and just did this for a few seconds until I was happy. Now, I will tell you, it is not perfect by any means, but usually the crafts that I do are not perfect, but they are perfectly imperfect for my taste. So when you finish that, then you are ready for the next step. For this step, you will need a hot glue gun, and hot glue works really well with wool. It meshes together perfectly and it holds. So just pick out your prepared acorn top and put some hot glue on the inside, and then the felted ball that you just made, just press it into the top of the acorn. It is so easy and it turns out so cute. You can make these in any color that you like to match your decor. And after you make several of these shapes, just hot glue the tops on, and that's all there is to it. You could make a garland out of this by adding hooks to the top, or you could just run your thread through the felted ball. There's so many options for this. So let me know in the comments if you plan to make this, and let me know how it turns out. I just made these in different colors to match my decor, and I absolutely love this craft and how it turned out, and it has so many possibilities. So I know that you'll see more of this craft on my channel, so be sure to look out for that. I styled these a few ways in our home, and one of my favorite ways was to use them as markers for our tic-tac-toe board. It is an unexpected twist and a fun pop of color. If you are a booth owner, you could make these and sell them in your booth. And you could also make them and give them away as Christmas gifts or birthday gifts. Some of my favorite gifts to give and to receive are homemade gifts. They're just so personal and so much fun, and they mean so much to the person you're giving them to. As always, thank y'all so much for watching. If you're new to our channel, please hit that subscribe button and be sure to hit the bell for notifications when we have a new video to go live. If you like this type of content, please give us a thumbs up. It helps out our channel so much. And you can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and our blog, Our Contented Home. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye-bye.